Hey, wellness crew. So, this is the video accompaniment to um, episode 9 of the Cult of Wellness. And the name of that episode, it's long, is Light Feminine Energy, Divine Feminine Energy, and the 7 Feminine Energies. So, what we kind of did is it was a pretty, you know, just light, like a resource for, and ideas for how to be in your light feminine energy and in your divine feminine energy as well. And I know for me that having, started that process, it's been incredible. And I also have learned a lot about my dark feminine energy. So I have the combination, which is great. And that was why episode 8, since it was the dark feminine energy, I thought, let me go ahead and follow it up with the light and the divine. Um, and then that way there should be balance. And they're right after each other, so they'd be easy to play. um, but yeah, so I just really think that like there's a lot of different ways that you can activate your light feminine energy. And one of them is to claim your rest, right? So maybe you haven't been sleeping all that well, or maybe you just need a few moments to yourself. That is totally okay, totally normal. And I think something I know, something that we all need. We all need to rest and recharge. So that way we can be our best selves for everyone that we love and everyone that we care for and care about. Another one is to embrace your sensuality. Um, Mainly for me, that's just like wearing cute lingerie or, stuff that shows a little bit of cleavage or, whatever. And that's what it is for me. Um, it can, but it should just be something that's embraced. I always felt so uncomfortable showing any kind of cleavage. Like, I was like, no, 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 no. And now that I've been doing it a little bit more recently, and obviously tastefully for the most part, there are some old videos. um, but being able to kind of like be proud of my body, I mean, that's very much being in your feminine energy. And another suggestion of how to tap into it is to journal. And let me tell you, this was the biggest thing that helped me was the journaling and the affirmations. I mean, it really just starts to like rewire your brain and rewire it for the good, like rewire it for something that is super positive. Your thoughts begin to change, the way you see things and think about things begin to change. Um, I mean, I used to be an incredibly pessimistic person. And, I've had my struggles, I've had my hard times, and I've lived through it. I don't know how, but I did. And I'm so grateful for that because I'm now living, you know, in my feminine energy, and I feel very strong and very capable And I just want everyone to feel that way. I really do. Another idea is practice self love. And this is so true. And the biggest thing is the way that we talk to ourselves. We talk to ourselves. Am I at minute 6 yet? No, I still gotta wait 40 seconds. Okay. The way that we talk to ourselves is awful. Like, it's truly, truly terrible. We beat ourselves up for the smallest of things, and sometimes we don't even know that we're doing it. Like, sometimes we don't even know. You have to be plugged into your like mind, into your consciousness. You have to have um, this like awareness and this connection to your intuition. I mean, you need to have that in order to know. Um, but that negative talk, we can change it around, and that's the one of the first things I would do. Practicing self-love, let go of the negative talk, let go of the negative bullshit. Start to tell yourself affirmations. Start to tell yourself positive things, that you love yourself. Not just that you like yourself. Or if that's where you need to start, then by all means, start there. Or compliment yourself. It's okay to talk yourself up, when you're alone and when it's just in your head. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's called being positive. It's called building your self esteem. It's called getting you closer to achieving your feminine energy. Another idea is to prioritize me time. And that would be like the time where you do what you want. But I would say focus on self care. There is nothing like I love myself like taking care of yourself. I know I've talked about this a million times, but I have EMS devices, which basically like they'll give you definition, even though you're not working out. It's just that it's a thing that you place on your body. But I've used it on my abs, and my abs are like next level, or getting there for sure. For having two kids, yes. And then the other thing is my microcurrent. So I have a microcurrent device for my face, and I have a microcurrent device for my body. And again, it's because of kids, it's wanting to get rid of, it's just wanting to have everything tightened up. And this machine actually has a setting for that. So for me, I know it sounds weird, but for me, self-care is EMS and using microcurrent devices. It can also be taking a shower, lighting a candle, just because it feels good, not because it's going to do anything, but just to give yourself like that love. And also just feel free to do what you want. You can journal, you can write, you can watch TV, you can snuggle with a loved one. I mean, there's a whole bunch of wonderful uh, ideas for what you can do during me time. And try to make it, not that it has to be scheduled, but try to have a goal of how long you want every day to just be focused on me time, and to do the things that make you feel good, and to do the things that make you um, feel better, feel like $1,000,000, or feel like you love yourself because you're taking care of yourself by doing this, whatever it may be. And the last suggestion for tapping into your feminine energy is tap into your intuition. um, I found a lot of help with tapping into my intuition through journaling, through yoga, and through meditating. Because when you meditate, you have nothing to do but listen. I mean, yes, you're trying to just, yes, you notice a thought and you let it go and all that, of course. But you're just there to listen to whatever your higher power has to say, whatever the universe has to say. And meditation and journaling, like, they really got me in touch with my intuition. Um, just with that, uh, the best way to describe it is it's just like a knowledge. Like, you just know things sometimes, or you just feel like led strongly, you know, to do something or to act on something. And it's a crazy feeling to be tapped into your intuition, I gotta say. um, but yeah, and then we talked about obviously the divine feminine energy. And so basically, and I don't want to give the whole podcast away, but yeah, I'll talk a little bit about this. So you can slow down how you're living, slow down what you're doing, be in the present, fuck the future, and forget the past. Focus on now. I mean, in all honesty, focus on the now. Be present. Be here in your body, right? Experience what life is in this moment. It's so important. Like, it really is. Um, Self love, again, taking care of yourself, making sure that you are taken care of, making sure that you have the time that you need in order to feel like, okay, I can do this, or or okay, it's time for bed. I'm gonna do something for me for an hour, like whatever I want to make myself feel loved. Meditation, which I talked about, ritual and routine. So, habits, right? So, we definitely want to identify where our negative habits are, right? Like we want to, and this is going to be a crappy thing to do, but if you want to, you can. I've done it and I hated it, but it taught me a lot. And it's just for one day, write down everything that you think. And as someone that is overcoming OCD, like, I would have it on a loop sometimes. So I'd be writing down the same damn thought over and over. Um, but just write out everything, and then also just remember, like, having a habit and a routine. Like, so mine in the morning is writing what I'm grateful for, writing affirmations, getting on the Manifest app. Like I have my system, right? I have a certain point in time where I'm like, yeah, I need to go brush my teeth, yo. Like, um, because my morning routine, it varies in time, and you know, that's fine, um, because it's my time. It's like that's my me time is when I'm doing that, when I'm filling my soul, when I'm full of gratitude, pretty much. um Set boundaries. So definitely saying no when it feels like you need to say no. If that's your gut, to say no, or if it's your gut to pull away from like toxic individuals, great. Get the toxicity out of your life completely. Finding balance. So, finding a balance between work and home and hobbies and whatever it is that you do. But finding a balance. Communication. So, someone in their divine feminine energy is a very good communicator, like, very good, very pragmatic, and compassion. So, having like compassion and love for others as well as for ourselves, showing ourselves compassion when we make a mistake, right? So those were just some ideas on how you can tap into your light feminine energy and your divine feminine energy. But I can't give any more away. So, thank you so much for watching the accompanying video to Cult of Wellness episode 9. And please like and subscribe and follow so that way I can make some more content for you guys. So, thank you so much, and here's until the next video.